The Richmond County School Board inducts its new members. The Sheriff's Office arrests a man for assaulting and robbing an elderly woman, plus an exclusive interview with Richmond Community College professor Joe Ford. That and more are all coming your way on your Monday edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. Welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Richmond Community College. I'm Callie Smith. You can now register for fall classes at Richmond CC. Visit richmondcc.edu or call 910-410-1700 to learn more. Let's get right to it, now for tonight's top stories. The Richmond County School Board met for the second time this month on Thursday, June 28th at 12 noon in Hamlet, with a full agenda and a large crowd of staff and family members present. Newly elected school board members Pat Campbell and Daryl Mason, in addition to returning members Bobby Sue Ormsby and Joe Richardson, took their oaths of office with Superior Court Clerk Vicki Daniel in charge of the ceremony. Superintendent Cindy Goodman stated, "It's like a new chapter in the Richmond County School District," as she beamed with pride and spoke with family members that had come to the special part of the school board meeting. Benny Howard was recognized by the board as the 2017-2018 Coach of the Year. He had a successful career at Richmond Senior High School, coaching both boys and girls soccer, and is officially retiring from the school system. Board members spoke of the positive impact Howard has had on the athletes he coached, as well as students in his classroom. He had come from a soccer camp at the high school for the presentation and then left to have lunch with his fellow coaches at the Seaboard Station restaurant. Tina Edmonds recognized a group of ladies and presented them with framed certificates for completion and specialized training as treasurers at their schools. Edmonds also requested for amendments to the current budget, including instructional services, supporting services, and school resource officers, which were approved. Associate Superintendent Jeff Maples then addressed the board with a presentation focusing on the improvement in school attendance over the last 5 years, since the 2013-2014 school year, when the district began tracking attendance more closely. Each board member then spoke briefly about different experiences they felt contributed to the eventful year of the Richmond County Schools. Executive Director of Auxiliary Services, Dennis Quick, requested fee changes at RSHS for the arts program to $10 for each student in art, band, and chorus. Technology fees of $25 at the 9th grade academy and high school were also requested. In addition, a $5 fee for technology and a $1 fee for physical education at the middle school was requested. The board approved all of these fee changes and additions. For more on the school board meeting, visit richmondobserver.com. Sheriff James Clemens reports the arrest of Terry LaVon Watkins of Rockingham for a total of 7 charges. On Monday, June 25th, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office received a call from a resident on Pauline Drive in Rockingham. The caller reported that an elderly woman had been assaulted and robbed. Deputies immediately responded and found the victim with injuries to her face. The victim reported that a man came to her residence and asked to come inside. Upon entry, the victim was grabbed and told to give the man her money. The victim's purse was seized and the man fled. The victim was transported to the hospital where she received treatment for her injuries and was released. Sheriff deputies located Watkins later that evening and was arrested and charged with common law robbery, second-degree kidnapping, assault by strangulation, and assault on a female. Watkins was processed into the Richmond County Detention Center under a secured bond of $101,000. When we return from the break, Matt Harrelson will be sitting down with piano instructor Joe Ford and one of his students from Richmond Community College for an exclusive interview, and they'll be playing some music. It's all coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
My name is Jim Leach, and we have been using the Tim Hayden Construction Company for the last several years.
My name is Dave Owens and my wife Beth. We had some damage here at our place in Knollwood Village.
January 2nd, our house flooded upstairs coming through to the first floor.
Tim has responded very quickly with his team of people.
Our repairs went extremely well.
Tim made a very difficult situation much easier for us.
Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties.
And welcome back to Live at 5, and we're here with Joe Ford and Nick Vincent. Joe, let me start with you. I know that last time you were here, you were with Lance. You guys were talking about the keys to learning the piano class. We said we'd invite you back when the class was over. So now that it is over, tell us a little bit and remind folks that are watching what the class is all about.
Well, we teach you the beginning of piano. It's a kind of a quick learn to get you started, and you can play a song. And we had like 16 weeks of it. We had success with every student, and we had a good time.
How many students did you have? Do you remember?
I think we had 15.
Okay, well, that's a good number of students there. Now, moving forward, I know we're going to ask you here a little bit about the details of the class itself, but you guys planning on having it again in the next semester?
Yes, we're going to have it in the fall on Tuesday and Thursday night for 16 lessons, $75.
Okay. Now, Nick, move it to you here for just a minute. So you were a student that took this class. First of all, was this the first time you'd seen a piano?
It wasn't not the first time I'd seen a piano. It was the first time I probably actually had a time to just really focus and learn playing one.
Okay, so basically this is kind of the first time that you'd got into actually playing one, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over this amount of time, what all did you learn? Obviously how to play a song, but you know, like besides the basics, what all do you learn in this class?
Well, the first thing we went over was reading sheet music, and that was like looking at those things like it's like reading a foreign language,
right,
basically, but it actually went over and was pretty quick on doing that. And then we went over actually a good number of songs, but yeah.
And you know, moving forward, you mentioned before we came back from the break that you're heading to UNC Pembroke next semester. Is that
Yes.
correct? Are you planning on taking your newfound piano skills up there, or what's the deal with that?
No, this is just something I wanted to do in my free time, and to learn, and it was a good experience for that.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're going to have you play us out here in just a minute, but one more question for you, Joe. For those watching again and listening, just remind them about the details for the upcoming Keys to Learning the Piano class.
Okay, we'll be in the fall. We know the date before too long. If you want to call and find out, it's area code 910-410-1848. And they'll be meeting on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. All ages. We had people from very young to way on up there. So.
All right. The white ivories show no discrimination. So, for once again, Joe Ford, Nick Vincent. Nick, play us out. When we come back, we're going to have sports and weather from Live at 5, all that after the break, so stay tuned.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Hello, I'm Tammy Benson, and this is Nancy Bowling. And we're here to tell you about the wonderful service at hospice and what they have to bring, from the nursing services to the medical director, to in-home aides, to a chaplain, to bereavement, to everything you can imagine. They were there to take care of it.
I cannot think of how the experience with hospice could have been any better professionally, spiritually.
When first-year Richmond Senior High School varsity girls basketball coach Teddy Mosley inherited the program in early June upon the departure of former coach of Rosalind McDonald, his #1 goal was to get his players to buy into his system. Just a couple of weeks later, Mosley and company got their first taste of live action in the Union Pines High School Jamboree on Friday, June 29th in Moore County. And for Mosley, who was a state title runner-up in 1996 with Richmond, all of the pieces fell into place despite only having one full team practice. A day prior to the Jamboree, Mosley and 13 Lady Raiders basketball players assembled in the high school's gym for the first full team practice after having a handful of summer workouts. And it was apparent the 39-year-old head coach is already hyped up and invested in the upcoming 2018-2019 season. Not afraid to jump in and demonstrate drills firsthand to a combination of returning varsity starters and incoming freshmen, Mosley made it clear several times throughout the mid-morning workout that the Richmond girls program would not get 6 and 15 under his watch. Aside from introducing players to a new offensive and defensive scheme, Mosley used this time to help establish rapport with his players and fine-tune their fundamentals, both of which are important elements in Mosley's quest to turn the program around. With his win-or-go-home attitude, Mosley's passion for the game seems to be well received by his players so far. He's implementing different systems on both ends of the court and is looking at several returning and rising players to adapt and become leaders. With more summer workouts and practices planned in the coming weeks, Mosley hopes to get his team involved in a couple more jamborees to continue the program's progress. In the meantime, Mosley will keep working with his players in practice to get season ready. And that's going to do it for sports. Now let's send it over to Russell Parker to close out the show with your Live at 5 weather report. Russell, take it away.
Thanks, Callie. Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts. Hopping right on into your weather map here, starting off in the beach side. New Bern around 88, Greenville in the 91, sunny. Looking really good for the next day, at least tomorrow. But do be expecting some rain coming soon. More on that here in just a moment. Moving down over into the Sand Hills area, Southern Pines with a high of 92, Rockingham 91, and Laurinburg around 94. So as you go more south, it is going to be a lot more hotter as you go down towards Columbia, where it's also 94, Darlington 95. So of course it's going to be hot. It is summertime. Moving on over to your 5-day forecast, it's going to be a high of 96 and a low of 73 on Tuesday. Now as we move over into July 4th weekend, it will be a chance of rain, a 50% chance of rain, 60%, kind of around there. High of 88, low of 72, and we'll go more in depth on July 4th here in just a moment. Thursday, however, will continue to pick up some rain with a high of 88 and a low of 71, but moving back into Friday, we're hitting the 90s again. We're going to have a 92 and a low of 74 that day, and Saturday in the middle of the weekend will be more chances of rain coming up. Pop-up showers probably going to be in and out throughout the afternoon with a high of 90 and a low of 74. Now on to July 4th. Wednesday, this is in Rockingham, Richmond County area, so it will be a high of 88, but a 60% chance of rain throughout the day. But as we get into the nighttime, still be a 60% chance of rain, and the low will be 72. So it's going to be pretty warm but that can also be perfect for a mixture of also rain coming in. So hopefully we can get all the July 4th fireworks shows in that we have up in Ellerby, also down in Hamlet. There's a lot going on. And of course, students, stay tuned tomorrow because we do have Jonathan Blanton, the Hamlet City Manager, coming in. He's going to talk a little bit about the Hamlet fireworks show. So be on the lookout for that. And there's a little preview for tomorrow. Other than that, that is going to do it for today's Live at 5. And if you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills every morning, Monday through Friday, from their new start time, which is 6:30, and it'll end at 8:30 a.m. So thanks for watching Live at 5. Good night, Richmond County.